happens when we use what we got to get what we want. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss The Players Club. Now this movie is from 1998. It stars Lisa Ray, Jamie Foxx, Monica Calhoun, Ice Cube, almost the entire damn cast of Friday. Now before we jump into why this movie is so synonymous with stripping that if we even hear about somebody stripping today, we're just gonna assume that they're trying to pay their way through college, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss all things. We be clubbing, everybody likes when the whole shakes up, nigga don't pull nothing. We ain't bumping, we just bumping it, banging like it ain't nothing wrong. Get your club, we be purity, show me love up in the club. Oh no, show me love up in the club. Hopefully subscribe to see more of me. Let's get into this movie. Of course, before we jump right into the movie, we have to spend 5 seconds on Ice Cube in the scriptus. Now this is Ice Cube's directorial debut. Of course, he has some experience from Friday, but he only co-wrote on Friday. Here with The Players Club, we wrote it, we directed it, we produced it, we were in charge of the music. This was Ice Cube's baby. Now going back to watch this, I can seriously see this being his first time, and seriously see where the storyline and a lot of the acting is just lacking. But who gives a damn? This is a hood classic. Now getting into the strippers, we had many, I'm not gonna say many, but we've had stripper movies before this one. We've had strippers, of course, in films and making an appearance. Most buddy cop films, somebody's always going into a strip club. But unlike a striptease or movies like that, this was the first film to really give us an insider look at what may be a black stripper's experience. Like, not only did we see her outside, like we went inside the strip club with Diamond and gave whole visuals for why someone like her would even turn to the strip club. Now getting into the film, we immediately get into the club vibe because we start off with money buys a penthouse on the 14th floor. Hey, money keeps your woman coming back for more. We get into that Casey and JoJo. Now we are introduced to Diamond, aka Diana, in this gone, burnt up ass Players Club, and her being glad it's gone. From that point, we go down memory lane and get into her experience working as a stripper at this club. We are introduced to Diana, through this fight with her parents, preferably her dad, who is upset that she, just not want to go to college. No, she wants to go to Southern Tech. He wants her to go to Spelman. And since they can't agree on that, not only does she move out, but she's already pregnant, can't afford to go to college. She's a single mother and she's working in a shoe store versus you just paying for the goddamn college that she just wanted to. Nice, Dad. In the shoe store, and we are introduced to fucking Freak and Frack. The hot to my five, the yin to my yang, Trix and Ronnie. Like, it is so sad that, and it's it's good, it's a good thing, but it's unfortunate. These ladies will always be remembered, for this film, though, you know, we have Crystal Wilson here, Ronnie, who's went on to do other films. We have LisaRaye here, who's, you know, went on to do much more. And, you know, characters like Monica Calhoun, who went on to do other films. But these ladies are forever known as Diamond, Ronnie, and Ebony. Like, oh, we ain't shit. But we get into them like immediately sizing her up, and you know, you couldn't pay me to smell motherfuckers' feet all day. You better use what you got to get what you want. You know, those quotable lines, enticing her to, you know, make that easy money and come work at the Players Club. Now, immediately we are introduced to Dollar Bill, name Jangling. We are introduced to Bernie Mac, and this is like one of his best roles. Honestly, Bernie Mac here is, you know, hamming it up. I feel like he went off script. I feel like shit, he might not have even had any lines and they just said, hey, go be Bernie Mac. It is fucking good though. It's so hilarious. I love him here. Now, once we get into the seedy, stank-ass locker room, we really get into, you know, Diamond. She's, you know, in fear. She's uncomfortable. We see that she is really shy and very, very freaking naive, and you just feel uncomfortable immediately. Now, though this is LisaRaye's first role, and when you think of Players Club, she's kind of, you know, synonymous with it, and you know, the whole temperatures rising that we're gonna get to. The standout character here for me, because, you know, this was Lisa, you know, it's pretty much her first movie, so her acting isn't the best here at times. The one character here who was delivering on, you know, the look, the ambiance, the acting, her role, was goddamn Crystal Wilson. Ronnie was a whole standout here for more ways than one. For one, she was, you know, the best, you know, written on paper as far as I can see, you know, with her lines and, you know, just the role that she has in general. We don't get a lot of female predators. It's one thing to, you know, get a villain, that's different. Ronnie here is a full-blown predator in every sense of the word. Like, she preys on Diana immediately, you know, from meeting her. She can sense, you know, the weakness in her. We can see, you know, her dominance in the locker room, how she's, you know, a little controlling with the women. It's not only, you know, just about stripping and money for her. She likes to have power, and she is very predatory and just really gross in this damn film. I was, you know, kind of taken back because I hadn't watched it in so long, and I was like, oh my god, like, it's really giving you the same vibe that a predatory man would in a sexual way. And we don't really get to see that on film. They love to, you know, predict, you know, a man, you gotta watch out for a man, but this out here can give you that same predatory energy. You ain't safe. Now, after her first dance with Myron's desperate ass, I love how we have Ronnie, you know, grooming her, you know, just act like you're dancing in the mirror. Go ahead and take this drink. Whole R-word vibes. Like, girl, get... Ronnie was making me itch. But we get into her, you know, going through the motions there. She grows there. It's like, you know, I have this 4-year plan. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to work here. I'm balancing it out. Even though I'm worn down and tired, this is working for me and the money is good. Life is good. I'm getting along with my dad. I got my new boyfriend, Lance. Everything is looking up until Cousin Ebony shows up. Now, child, I swear around that 98, 97, 99 period when Soul Food and Players Club, like, you just couldn't trust no cousins. You couldn't let no family, no faiths, and no goddamn Ebony's move in because they was going to try to sleep with your man. Like, just death's a cousin. They messed it up for cousins. Can't no cousins come live with me. No. But we get into her getting there, and it's just like, oh my gosh, she's my favorite little cousin, and she's gonna be living with me and my man. And the first place she decides to take her 18-year-old cousin to work at, just because she asked, is the goddamn Players Club. Girl, if you don't love me, just say that. If I'm not your favorite cousin, just say that. Like, I wish we could have got a little montage or something of her, you know, just hitting a brick wall, looking for other jobs and her not having so. Like the Players Club was like the very first choice. By the time we get into what all Diamond experienced in the Players Club, why the would you take your cousin to work there? Even though that makes absolutely no sense, it leads up to one of our favorite goddamn scenes with Bernie Mac. The stripping business started in Africa. You know, a white man saw these beautiful black women working, singing, dancing, living in the nude, bucket naked. You can see their public hairs, not their pubic hairs, their public hairs. What she say? Pay me, motherfucker. Like, you see that Ebony is all too ready and anxious to get into the fuckery that's going on at the Players Club. She's when can I start? Immediately. Like, girl, start right now. We have someone roll up on him in his sleep and give him a good ass deal. It's like, yeah, you borrowed $60K from St. Louis for that club. We need you to pay $10K of that back, like, this week. Like, dude, Dollar Bill should have took that shit. It was a good ass deal. But we have, you know, that going on, and that leads into his, you know, freaking frack relationship with AJ Johnson, aka Ezal, aka RIP, as Little Man, working in the front of the club, you know, the little, stand behind this rope, you can't come in. He did a very good job. He has to take on all the flack for anybody who wants to roll up looking for Dollar Bill in search of their money, and with him saying that he's not there, he has to stick his head in the window. Now, I really miss when we had, you know, all-star, you know, studded ass cast together like this, because for Charlie Murphy to roll up with May, Mace DJ May, for him to goddamn roll up with Terrence Howard, like, that's something special. And y'all know on this channel how I feel about Charlie goddamn Murphy. You know, he was a habitual line stepper. You know, he said shirts and blouses. You know, when he got changed, they came back, you know, they still had on the same shit that they had on before they went in it. Like, he was a habitual line stepper. I love me some goddamn Charlie Murphy. Right after that, we get into Dashiki telling Diamond what we already knew. You brought your cousin in this place thinking that somebody like Ronnie, who wants to be the goddamn alpha male so bad, wasn't gonna try her. It's like, you know, girl, why you do that shit? We also really get into Jamie Foxx as that DJ. I was so surprised here to just watch Jamie Foxx act, and like, with a lot of the actors here, with this kind of being, you know, their launching starting pad, it was just like, oh my God, the performances were so much goddamn lacking. But be that as it may, and you know, with Jamie just not giving, this was not Ray Charles Jamie. We weren't nowhere close to that shit. This was borderline right when we had turned into King's Towers Jamie. But once again, we get into Bernie Mac being that scene stealer, being like, between him and Ronnie, those two are the best things about this goddamn film. If they weren't here, this would be a goddamn snooze fest. But we get into, you know, Jamie going in, you know, I ain't got no, no G-string and nothing, you know, I'm just, you know, putting the records on, you know, it's not like I'm making no tips. Welcome to the stripping game, partner. Man, who you think you is? You ain't nothing. All you do is spin the records, that's all you do. Who you think you is? Kiki P? Jim Master J? Yep. Better get up before you get swole. Better get up before you get swole. Better get swole. Blue, if I get up, it's gonna be trouble. Now walk it off. Like, all the oh my gosh, I never realized that we were gravitating so much, you know, towards, you know, those quotable Ronnie lines or Bernie Mac lines. That's literally all we have here. Outside of that, I'm sorry, Diana is quite a boring character for the better part of this movie. This movie is damn near goddamn 2 hours. I didn't notice that either, but her story and her, you know, storyline, her dialogue is quite lackluster at times. So we're waiting, you know, for those punch moments of trouble, walk it off. Like, that's all we had. So right after that, and we leave, yeah, man, I told them that you went to the airport. Oh, that was good. You was quick. You was thinking on your feet. You was good. Man, you have a Pam. Man, don't worry about it if I'm a Pam. You go do what I told you to do. Leave the door open.
I'm dollar bill. I paid them country pampers nothing. Nothing. What y'all doing down here, Weston? Get up there. Y'all better get up there and shake some ass. I'm losing money. Ain't no moonlighting around here. Think I don't know nothing about it. Gotta know everything about, like, oh my goodness, Bernie Mac was the shit. Now, right at this point, we really get into Ebony as a character. Like, we are damn near 30 minutes into the movie, and Ebony damn near is, really essential to the story, but she ain't really had no damn lines. But we, get into her, where were you? You've been hanging out with Ronnie. You have Diamond trying to be really protective over her, talk some sense into her ass, but all Ebony wants to do is be trifling and drink. She always has a drink in her goddamn hand. She thinks she knows better. And meanwhile, you have, Ronnie, rubbing her Birdman's hand together, like, yeah, everything is, my plan is in motion. She wants to use her cousin to get at her. Like, why did you let your cousin work? So right after we leave Ice Cube and Alex Thomas being introduced as additional hoe ass niggas, this whole movie was just full of hoe ass niggas, like minus Jamie Foxx. We get into, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a dance today. We get into Diamond and that hot pink ass dance, like, oh. The dance heard around the world. This dance has carried her so far in this whole film. Watching this film, especially in the beginning, how her character was written, it's not a whole lot there. But this dance, honey, like, Lisa Ray has always been bad. Like, she's bad now, she was bad then, but just to see her, she is just like almost perfection. Like, her shape, her like it was just gorgeous. And then to top it all off, we have the nerve to sprinkle on, some good old R. Kelly, whatever. I'm about to sing some. Now I can smell your perfume. Hey, ooh, step into my bedroom. Let me love you constant. We get into that seems like you're ready. Like, your body is my playground. Ow, let me lick you up and down. Make you feel. Don't be trying to act like our. You know what? We not even gonna go there. I already told y'all how I feel. Tempo slow, ayy, lights down low. Let me take you to a place where only love grooves go. Step in. Okay, you know what? We're just not gonna go there. But more than that, we get into that goddamn trifling cousin of hers. And of course we have her doing her own thing, like she turned into a little baby thought around the club. We have Ronnie and Trix watching her. Like, the whole club is at a standstill when she gets on stage. She is something to be looked at, especially by her #1 fan, Myron. And I think that added on to the jealousy that Ronnie already had of her. But once we get back into our apartment, we have Lance there, the boyfriend, sitting. There wasn't enough character development for a whole lot of the characters here. It was just like people were just popping up and then they were gone. It was like a new character introduced every 10 to 15 minutes. And, just not a whole lot of background on them or just reason for them to be there. But anywho, we have Lance as, sitting in the dark. Now it's a problem for me to work at the club that you met me in. Like, you met me with my titties out. So what's the problem now? But more than that, we get into goddamn Ebony. Yeah, you think you want to put some clothes on? For who? For Lance? He ain't nobody walking in her drawers. Girl, just because you're a stripper, that's your job. You don't walk around my apartment that I pay the rent in your goddamn underwear in front of my man. She should have kicked her ass out then. We get into Diamond struggling at school. She's so tired. It's her senior year. She is disappointed in her teacher, Stanley. Oh, Lord, Stanley. Could you please stay off my grass? Stanley's like, girl, get up. We didn't come this far for you to fucking go to sleep and fail. But she says she's going to straighten up. At which we have two goddamn tag team go and kidnap and plan to torture Dollar Bill, and throw his ass in the trunk. I love, when they're driving along and we get that fucking dialogue from Charlie Murphy, like, yeah, what we gonna do? We just gonna kill him, or we just gonna torture him? Like, no, we gotta torture him. We could take some vice grips or some pliers and, take his teeth out one by one, or, cut his eyelids off and just keep taking pictures. Like, what? But they get a flat tire and we get two additional to, like, it was just character after character just coming and coming. It's amazing how we feel going back to watch shit. Whether it's a classic or not, this movie was lacking like a mother. Anyway, we get into Big Worm, Big Hole, I don't give a damn. Faison Love here as a cop, along with Just Looking Out of the Window. Now, we also have this little subplot going on, but it's so poorly written and barely mentioned that if you blink, you're gonna miss it. Of course, we have, Dollar Bill saying, ain't no moonlighting going on here. Like, you can't be out trying to make, your extra money on the side outside of the club. And then, we have the officers, watch the tone and keep your hands on your head, saying, we're hearing about, a prostitution ring going on out of here, bachelor parties, so on and so forth. But if you're not listening, you're gonna miss it. That's just, where things were lacking. Now, right after that, we get girls showing love, making that cash in the club, cutting up. Hey, girls in the club showing love. The goddamn soundtrack, everything played throughout this movie fucking slapped. But we even get, like, Diamond just couldn't get a break. Like, she gotta go to the Players Club you gotta get fired on your day off. You gotta go to the Players Club on your day off to go check in on your tired ass cousin. Like, girl, we get this whole little section of the movie here was just a red alert for why she should have been kicked her ass out and sent her packing on the horse she rode in there on. After we have Ronnie get off stage in this badass cowboy ass red number, like, Ronnie was fine. After she gets her ass off stage, I love that little moment where I just love that, because it was just like, well, damn, why is Trick still working in the goddamn strip club again? Because she gets no play. Everybody, clear, there's some hoes in this house, there's some hoes in this house. You ain't shit, your babies ain't shit, ain't nobody shit, ain't none of y'all shit, fuck all y'all. Like, everybody's clearing out just like she was just there you can't clap your booty like your cousin, then what will you pay for? So you're a prostitute. That's just saying, you're a whole prostitute. You've been here for how long? Been dancing. Took you 5 minutes to just fall into holes and just become a whole prostitute. We get into them, getting ready to slide her on up out the club. And once again, we have Diamond. Who you think you is, Super Saver hoe? Get out of the car. They gonna rape you. Like, ain't nobody finna. What we all gonna do? Well, they just wanted me to go dance for them. That's all. It's okay, girl. Kick her the fuck out. But after she gets her out of the car, we have her own flesh and blood throw what we've had no idea that's went on this whole time, damn near an hour into the movie, that Diamond was whole ass sexually assaulted by Ronnie at this party. You see that she got her into the same trap, the same, sort of situation that she's trying to get the cousin into. We're going to these parties, these situations, you want to make some extra money. Though, she drunk a little bit too much, but how she was passed out on that couch, she was, giving a roofie. And, she performed, she wanted to see you go down. Like, just that whole, Ronnie was a whole, she was real aggy. Like, first of all, call the cops. Ronnie needs to be locked the fuck up. She's on the loose. Ain't nobody safe. But with that, and Ronnie told me what happened. I know all about it. Like, girl, you threw that shit in my face and you supposed to be my cousin. So not only are you walking around in your goddamn drawers in front of my man, but you hanging out, I'm trying to look after you, you double work on top of me trying to go to school, then you gonna throw somebody assaulting me sexually, some bitch in my face? First of all, you catch these hands. Like, she should have put hands on her. She should have put hands on her. I don't want to hear nothing about her being in that. Like, girl, let her stay here with your ass then. But after that, we get into, not only Ronnie wanting to, use Ebony to get at Diamond, but no, you my protege, so I know you gonna blow their motherfucking minds. She has a different level or whole, little scenario with Ebony, than she had with Diamond. It's like, no, I'm not trying to get with you. Like, girl, you're not even my type. I could take me a little piece of Diamond, but no, girl, no. I'm trying to hit you to some game. Ronnie turned into Future, in 2.5 seconds. Like, girl, you gonna cry in the Honda Civic, or you gonna, get over here, stop, fucking with that chump change, bend over, spread your legs, back head bounce for me, shorty. Like, closed legs don't get fed. Like, she told you out of her mouth that they was whole ass prostitutes. Like, what, ma'am? But okay, she still decides to take her dumb ass into the party and ignore, all the warning signs from her cousin. We get into Ronnie, going to the party in her long ass cat suit and boots and make it bounce for me, bounce for me, shorty. Like, she, she was fucking it up, dancing low with her long ass. Until we have, some innocent bystander in the back just not paying her enough attention. And then the story goes all the way left and we get into Say It Loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Like, one more time for Rodney King. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Like, what? Somebody wrote this, right? Ice Cube wrote this. We try to dig more into the storyline with Diana, which is what I think Ice Cube really wanted, this movie to be about, was, that day in the life of, somebody who's trying to be a stripper and balance, life. We're supposed to, really dig in deep to the people at school, having something to say about her job, people, being really judgmental of her lifestyle, her family, but it just is not, everything here is just so goddamn underdeveloped. But, then we get into mentioning Junior in that goddamn bachelor party. But, we have Luke show up and, we hit that don't stop, pop that pussy, let me see you doodle brown. Hey, doodle brown. We get to Uncle Luke showing up and everybody just loses their fucking mind. Yeah. Oh, what, who? Who's upstairs? Me so horny, Luke? Oh, yeah. Money. Yeah. Money. Yeah. Like, everybody's just excited. Everybody losing their goddamn minds. Trying to go. Michael Clark Duncan was the goddamn bodyguard. Oh, Green Mile, you will be missed. But everybody's rushing to get in there. And even though Diana is content, she is completely like dead ass caught and in shock when her goddamn teacher walks in. That's the thing about working in a strip club. You never know who's gonna come in there and try to see smash, you know what I'm saying? And she's embarrassed yet again. It's just like, oh my God. At this point in the movie, I'm feeling like they wanted us to feel like there was, just so much weighing in on her shoulders. If this movie was to be remade, I think it would do well, and I think it would benefit from, someone with better writing skills than Ice Cube maybe had at the time. But you have her, run up to the dressing room and contemplate, and she's all embarrassed. Then it turns to a whole fucking action flick. We have Alex Thomas, donkey booty, donkey booty. He's trying to get in there to see goddamn Luke, and everybody fighting. So everybody is distracted from goddamn Ronnie being upstairs trying to take Diamond's goodies. Like, ma'am, like, it's something to be said that the way Ronnie was conducting herself and her whole behavior throughout this movie, nobody was pressing any charges. It's like the double standard was real. There was no reason why she should be all in somebody's jail for assault. She needed some charges. She needed to catch a goddamn case. I ain't gonna care. I'm gonna keep playing with your motherfucker. What did you mean? I was just waiting because we have that big uproar from Diamond in the end. Like, oh girl, we needed that right then. You should have been whooped her motherfucking ass because she really thought she had one up on her. But girl, if you had some bullets in the goddamn changer around that time, girl, you should have shot her. What was we waiting on? She up in here trying to pull your drawers off, eat your panties off of your body. You should have been punched that bitch in the face. Ugh. Getting like she just can't have a goddamn good day. We broke up with our. This is all. You gotta remember, if you go and watch this, I thought that this was over a period of time. No, all this shit happened in the same day. her being whole ass damn near harassed about being a stripper at school by the students, people talking shit, her breaking up with her boyfriend, all of that was all in the same one. Her goddamn teacher coming in on her, you know, about to expose all her thitties to Myron. All of that happened in the same day. Like, what? Girl, you just can't have a good day. Now, back into stuff being poorly written. We have Roxy and Trixie watching her right before we have Myron show up. But I think that it was supposed to give us tease of them, you know, trying to kind of set her up. Maybe they followed her. Maybe they helped Myron in some way track her down to see where she lived. But we just don't get any dialogue. We just see them constantly lurking and watching her, so we're not totally sure. But we get into, you know, hey, Diamond, it's me. And you know all them 10s and 20s and 5s I gave you over the years? Here, I'm here to collect. Like, let me in. Like, no, Diamond, I need it. I spent a lot of money on you, Diamond, I need it. Like, all of these, all the downsides to being a stripper, child, I'll just go flip a burger, because no, ma'am. Whole stalker. So, not only I broke up with my boyfriend this morning, I'm the gossip on campus. Ronnie just tried to harass me for my goddamn cookies. My teacher walked in on me. Now he knows I'm a stripper. A whole stalker has fucking followed me home. And then I walk into my goddamn apartment and see my favorite cousin in bed with my man Lance. Girl, like why did it take her so long to pop the fuck off? Why? What was holding her back? Because she just couldn't have a good ass moment. Like, oh my God, what the fuck you want? Like, you know that infamous line, it's not what it looked like. Baby, she just fell on it. I don't know what's going on here. Whatever you think's going on here, it's not what's going on here. I came in here and to talk, and I thought we could work it out. And pop, pop, pop. Finally pulls out that goddamn gun. Like, girl, you had a gun this whole time? Why you ain't bring it to the Players Club and pistol whip Ronnie 2 years ago? But what do we have, cousin Ebony doing with her little big ass? You know what hurts the most is that I thought you was my family. I thought you loved me. I'm about to leave, and when I come back, I don't want you here. And this bitch is just like, oh, I think that bitch gone. Maybe she'll forgive me for sleeping with her man. Bitch, no. Wop. Bitch, you thought I was just gonna let you get away with that? So, of course, we're getting closer to the ending of the movie. Diana being embarrassed. She has not been to class to see her professor, so he corners her like, girl, it's okay. Not only do I understand, but I talked to someone, to give you a job opportunity. And, it's just like, cool. I'm about to graduate, finals are right around the corner. Everything's kind of looking up. We get into goddamn Samuel Monroe Jr., a.k.a. fuck up a hood movie himself. Like, you already shot Kane. Now you gotta come through here with the fuckery at your goddamn bachelor party. Whatever. We get into goddamn, like, is this a real thing? Like, I have seen too many moments of dudes, at bachelor parties watching a porno. Like, it takes a special kind of group of grown men to sit and watch a porno together. Like, is that a thing? Is that, I can see, y'all want to watch some strip. What, y'all watching a porno together? I don't know. That just kind of, yeah. But anyway, we ain't watching them all damn pornos. This got to be the hoes. Like, clearly with Junior, the apple did not fall far from the tree. He is just as predatory and stank as his stank ass sister Ronnie. Like, now we have had multiple moments of, Ronnie asking, hey, you want to do my birthday splash party? It's going to be some money there. You want to do? Everybody and their mama said no. All the other scripters said no. I guess, Ebony didn't get the goddamn memo, and she's the only one who said yes. Clearly, everybody else knew that Ronnie and her people were off their rocker except for your ass. You already see the kind of vibe that he gives off at the bachelor party, that whole alpha situation, loud, obnoxious Ronnie Jr. Like, of course, it ain't even like that. I ain't getting no money for this neither. Like, yeah, I don't trust you. Like, Ronnie was so underhanded and conniving and, persuades Ebony to come. Meanwhile, we have goddamn Jamie Foxx and, Diamond them finally going out on a date. But first, we have him meet up, with the father, who is oh so protective over her, take care of my little girl, all out there, big badass with a gun, you're sure you're not going to the Mosey Rosie? Like, pretty much, if you fuck up, I'll shoot your balls off. Like, where was all this chutzpah for the 4 years that she's been working in the strip club? You ain't never come up in that with your gun. But okay. So while we have her, enjoying her day, trying to get over Lance cheating ass, we have, I just came to dance for y'all. That's it. We have Ebony show up in this tight ass blonde wig, since she's trying to be Roddy's protege. And everybody's just so anxious. We have, over 20 dudes in this small ass hotel room and one goddamn stripper. And she's just, so scared. I can't go out there and dance by myself. Can you dance? Now, they're my peoples. I can't go out there with her sensing that the vibes are off. Who do we decide to call? Oh, we decide to call goddamn Diamond. Like, now you need me? Now you want me to come get you? Like, for my people out there, prior to, we didn't know what was going to go on. All I know is you in a tough spot. I'm a little scared and I'm uncomfortable. I really don't want to dance at this party. If you could come, get me and come pick me up. Like, can you just come pick me up? Can you? Yeah. Bitch, I'll think about it. Ride out of there on Ronnie's back. Like, girl, get off my phone. We have Junior decide to go in. What you doing? Like, let's dance. Like, what? Oh, girl. Put herself in such a dangerous ass situation. Well, let's dance then. Cut the whole lights off and proceeds to R-word Ebony. Whole ass beat her up, abuse her, where everybody just stands outside the door and listens. I don't know why that part always kind of, went by me watching it back in the day. Everybody in that party just stood out there. All 15, 20 of the men that was out there, they just listened at the door. Nobody tried to help. Nobody tried to assist. Mark ass niggas. Until Ebony, we do understand that no means no. Like, everybody was just a seedy ass character. Everybody. But why you do that to her? Like, why was you trying to do that to Diamond? Your whole family just stank. Generations of goddamn stank. This gonna be my alibi. I was at the club right all night and yeah, everything. Oh girl, damn, here she come. Yeah. Ebony got raped at Junior's bachelor party tonight. And you left her there, didn't you? Everybody at the dressing room, please. Bang! Everybody got the motherfucking dressing room, please. Like, we get into the cat fights of all cat fights. And, at this point, Diamond has gotten all this in, like, girl, where was this energy when we needed it? Like, all right, it's okay, though. It's here. Stand outside and make sure don't nobody come in. Like, oh, my God. We get into, that epic fight that we love so much. It's bitches like you that make it hard for women like me. Bam, that's for Ebony. That's for me. Like, all of the blood and all of, the mirrors breaking. And, Blue, let us in there. I can't do that, Dollar. Oh, everybody step back. This nigga's ill. Like, oh, got you scared too, huh? Like, they have, this big epic fight. And, it's all good. I just can't. Well, I'm just gonna save that for the end, but it was, it was giving what it needed to give. It was, really quotable once again. Of course, she comes out and, punches her in the face. Oh, hell no. Diamond, your ass is fired. Fuck you, Dollar. I hope you can never make another penny in this raggedy motherfucker. And Blue, I don't need your services either. Like, get in there. Like, oh my God. God dang, believe it. Did you got your ass whipped. Did you even pinch the bitch? Like, all that good quotable stuff. Like, of course we end off, with them getting arrested, for the R-word charge. All three of them conveniently in the back of that cop car. And her just, going on. And it's just like, who are you talking to? He talking to your ass. He all the pussy. You better wear your bulletproof vest all motherfucking day long, all night long. Fuck it, suck it, fuck it. Like, goddamn Bernie Mac yelling all over the place. And of course we have to end with, I'm getting out of the stripping business. I'm done, Tina, I am done. It ain't the same. It's just too much. I'm just tired. And of course we have St. Louis outside, do something to make me feel better. Oh, I'm gonna do something to make you feel great. And blows the goddamn place to full-blown pieces. Of course, capturing Dollar Bill in the end, and we'll, presume that they actually killed him at this point. I love how they were surprised, like, oh, there's Dollar Bill inside the club. Like, he wasn't in the club the whole fucking time. We would have known that before. If there's anybody who don't want to get murdered, get the fuck out. We would have known that if we would have rolled our ass into the club a lot sooner. But anywho, we end off with, Diamond being all happy, with Jamie Foxx living her best life, up and coming, little news anchor type situation. And we have Ebony working in the goddamn shoe store where she should have been working y'all could have at least closed out with her having a different job. You even closed out letting us know that the shoe store was a goddamn option, but you let your cousin go to the goddamn Players Club, make that money, girl. Don't let it make you oh yeah, whatever. We just using what we got to get what we want. We work at Club Sugar Daddies. Well, if that's all y'all got, then y'all don't want much. Ebony's full of knowledge now in a swollen jaw, But that's how we end off the film. Well, you guys, that was my review for Players Club. Setting out to review this earlier this week, I felt like this was going to be such a bomb-ass review and such a good time. But literally, and I'm hoping that either you guys have gone back to watch it with this video coming up, or you'll go back to watch it now. This has been one of the major throwback films to not hit for me at all like it hit back then. I used to love this fucking film, but now being older and, critiquing stuff, I see so much wrong with it. It was lacking in the acting department, the story, the writing, the characters were really underdeveloped and surface level. There were too many people a part of this goddamn cast. It wasn't hitting for me, and I'm so disappointed because I wanted to, deliver something really, really great for you guys. But I'm not gonna give you nothing that's untrue. I can't, give you what I don't have. And I, for the most part, was not, feeling the genuine good time that I used to get watching this film younger as a teen or, in my early 20s versus now. It was just look at that. I couldn't, put blinders on just for this review. Now, what I did still love and what still holds true, which I know holds true for you guys because those are the things that stick in our mind, that, hot pink dancing from Diamond, Ronnie as a character, as, a predator, as, that alpha bitch in the Players Club, her character, goddamn Dollar Bill running around, Bernie Mac at his absolute best, and his peak of being on his shit. Those things still ring true. I still love those aspects of the film. Everything is still, pretty quotable for the most part, but I really wish that this was a better experience. And I honestly wouldn't mind if this movie was remade with, a better cast and, better writing. But you guys, that was my review for the Players Club. If you have made it to the end of this video, please take your ass over to Just My Opinion at 10 o'clock on the dot. He and I will be going live giving our Insecure episode 5 recap. If you are watching that, even if you're not and you just want to come over there and support my ass, bring your ass over there and have a good time and laugh with us. I see you guys for my next video. Bye.